squad leader Nikitha Malhotra, Vayu Sena Medal Gallantry.
I'm squad leader Shruti Mahapatra. I got experience of 1800 hours of flying.
I am Lieutenant Commander Ashish Sharma. I am a Naval Air Operations Officer.
I am Major Soumya Shukla. I have put in about 12.5 years of service.
I am Colonel Pooja Chauhan. I have had the opportunity to serve in Riverine sector, an active field area.
श्रीमान 10 दिन सिया छुट्टी काट के आया हूँ। ड्रिल कोर्स पे जाने की आपसे अनुमति चाहता हूँ श्रीमान।
Jai Hind, I'm Major Abhilasha Barak. I have put in around 5.5 years of military service.
जय श्रीमान, नौजवान आपके इंटरव्यू के लिए हाजिर हैं। जय श्रीमान।
Jai Hind. I'm Colonel Pooja Chauhan. I'm commanding an engineer regiment in a highly active operational area since last June. I'm a Bombay Sapper officer, commissioned in 2005.
तो कोई तकलीफ? थके तो नहीं? एक बार और कर सकते हैं?
I hail from a Fauji family. My both sides of immediate and extended family have army personals.
भारत माता की जय! भारत माता की जय!
So it was a natural choice for me to be drawn towards the services.
एलसी में चैन! एलसी में चैन! एलसी में चैन!
Once I decided that OG is the way of life, I felt convinced that the entire universe conspired to meet my burning desire. After joining my parent unit, initially I was focused on learning the operational nuances and administrative tasking of an engineer regiment. Honestly, I'm in a profession where gender discrimination does not stand a chance. All of us are treated equals. Emphasis in the unit is on team building, cohesion and upskilling.
ड्रिल क्या है हमारी? बेसिक डिसिप्लिन जिसको बोलते हैं, ठीक है? जिसमें आपको बताया
I received ample opportunities to work in the fields of operational, administrative and training aspects.
सब ठीक है? जोश आइए, पक्का से।
Opening up the no-go zones today for the women officers have placed them at par the male counterparts. We also have equal opportunities to rise as per the merit.
बेसिक तरतीब है। एक पेन, आपकी जेब में रुमाल, आपकी वर्दी सही हो, जिम में काम करना हो।
However, at the same time, this also places the unique challenges to the women officers in new fields. And I'm convinced we will rise up to the expectations.
सब 5 की 5 जल्दी से। जी साहब।
Mine is like a parachute. It will take you where you want to go. Dreams and hard work goes together. Everything is possible. All it needs is hard work, commitment and passion to achieve. Don't stop till you reach where you aspire to be.
I'm Major Soumya Shukla. I got commissioned in Army Service Corps on 11th of September 2011. As a kid, it was the uniform which fascinated me the most. And as I grew up, as I read more about what Army is, what Air Force is, rather what the Armed Forces are all about, so I got more and more fascinated towards it. And that's how I joined it. I ended up here. I don't have any background from the army. There's no one in my family, no one in the family who was in army. So parents were a little shocked. But then I got full support from them since they believed in me and they realized that whatever I have chosen for myself will be good, and they're proud of me now. I can hope at least. The purpose why the women were brought into army was because the 50% of the folk, we can't just leave them, right? We have to include them into the mainstream. So it's a welcoming step. We all are very happy about it, that we are being given opportunities in all the fields which are here. It's a positive change and we all are very positive about it. We are hoping more and more women officers into various fields of army. Army, it doesn't differentiate, right? It does not differentiate. You can't. Whichever the task is, right? Has to be done by a male officer, has to be done by a women officer. So basically, I was mentioning you, we are never called madam in the units, right? If a male officer is addressed as Saab, so are we. It basically tells you that we are equal. Whatever task can be performed by my male counterparts will be done by me as well, and the expectations are same and the performance is also same. I have been doing mountaineering, right? My first posting was Ladakh. When I went for Manirang, I was pretty sure what is coming to me. I read about it and all. When we reached there, we realized the terrain is entirely different from what we have been, imagining, because there has been very few footfall in the previous 2-3 years. So there was no track. All the tracks got obliterated. There was no signs of any camps which were there earlier. So we had to set up all on our own. And finally, when you go for the summit, it is an effort of generally around 10 to 12 hours. For us, it took about 17 hours. So 17 hours of climb, vertical climb, on a snow terrain, on rocky features, on moraine, and that's when we could summit it. We submitted it on 15th of August 2021. It was part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. A matter of pride for us, great pride I would say, that we were able to sing national anthem at that height on 15th August. We would remember that day throughout our lives.
हम सब भारतीय हैं, अपनी मंजिल एक है, एक है, हम सब भारतीय हैं.
It is you who is going to decide your boundaries, nobody else. You have to take charge of your life, you have to be in control, and you have to decide. Put in your best foot forward, sky is the limit.
Jai Hind, I'm Major Abilasha Barak. I have put in around 5.5 years of military service, including about 2 years of being a combat aviator.
Captain Abhilasha Barak is the first woman officer to join the Army Aviation Corps as an aviator.
The training is intense because it's a fact that aviation is unshakably honest. There is no denying the physical laws that govern us. However, we have still earned our place in the sky and beyond through persistence, efforts, innovation and technology. The training is tough, but I said yes to challenges the day I stepped into Officers Training Academy, Chennai. Since thereon, with the right mindset, there is no challenge that is too big. More than any cognitive skills in me, I believe my dedication and determination made it possible for me to become a combat aviator. I believed in my dream, I nurtured it, sweated out day and night, and hence I am here today. There's a truth behind every dream. There is an unwavering devotion. There are countless and sleepless number of nights before you finally make it. These are the things in life that really humble you deeply. So I feel blessed to be able to serve mankind in a valley which has seen immense bloodshed in the history. I am able to provide air support and speedy emergency services to far-flung remote locations near the front line. Women have been flying aircraft since world wars. The beauty of this profession is that the aircraft does not distinguish whether it's a man or a woman piloting it. While flying is a highly responsible job, there is no additional or extra pressure being a women aviator. If I have done it, I believe there's not a single person out there who cannot. I have failed once, twice, thrice, but I did not give up, and that is why I am here today. Just keep making small steps towards your dream, and one day you will achieve it.
I am Lieutenant Commander Ashish Sharma. I am a Naval Air Operations Officer. Since my childhood, my aspiration was to don the uniform and serve the nation. This inclination towards the armed forces personnel in uniform never faded away, and that served as my sole motivation to join the Indian Armed Forces. It was indeed difficult initially to cope up with the training. However, the training is very systematic, and as the time passes, we are all groomed and transformed into the officers of the Indian Navy. I picked up my wings in the year 2018. Then I was transferred to frontline Dornier squadrons. After completion of my requisite flying hours, I was sent for my instructor course at Navigation Training School, Air Force Station, Begumpet. As a woman in the Indian Armed Forces, I want to mention that Indian Navy is a pioneer in giving equal opportunities to women. Honestly, I have never seen any disparity or have never felt differentiated from my male counterparts. In the armed forces, we do everything side by side and shoulder to shoulder to our male counterparts. Flown 1,000 hours from Porbandar, but mission-wise, I found no difference when it was an all-women crew. Indian Navy is a very progressive force. The ships, submarines and the aircraft that we operate sees no difference between a man or a woman. I am glad that many new cadres have opened up for the women in the armed forces. The numbers of the women will only increase in the armed forces henceforth, and I think we are headed in the right direction. For all the women out there, I want to say, set your aims high, believe in yourself, perceive your targets relentlessly, and remember that sky is the limit.
I'm Squad Leader Nikitha Malhotra, Vayu Sena Medal Gallantry, posted to 41 Squad in the IF. From my childhood, I had dreamed to fly. I always used to look at the aircraft when I was 5 years old, and that dwelled a passion in me to fulfill my dream and become a pilot. After completing the 3 years of graduation, I got to know about the Indian Air Force and the opening of pilot entry, and I got motivated and worked for the same. I lost about 20 kgs of weight to come into the category and for the medical category, and I had full motivation, and that led me to join the Air Force and fulfill my dream to fly. my mother and father, they were very, very supportive and always guided me and encouraged me, especially my father. My mother was a little tense initially because of the fact that it's a difficult training and thereafter a difficult life to live. But my father was always very passionate and he himself wanted to join the forces, and I fulfilled his dream, and he was very, very happy and proud of me. The initial 6 months we did training on Pilatus aircraft, and thereafter I got into the transport stream. That time fighters was not there for women, which is now started. And I got into the transport stream and got Dornier aircraft, and I've been flying the same since then. I was given the Vayu Sena Medal Gallantry on 26th January 2024, wherein last year in 23, on 24th May, I was flying a sortie in which there was a critical emergency, wherein after flying for another 2.5 hours with that emergency situation, I recovered the aircraft at Hindon with all people on board safe and also least damage to the aircraft. So for the same, I was given the Vayu Sena Medal Gallantry for my gallant act and calmness which I maintained in the cockpit. Gender equality is the ethos of Air Force, and opportunities are available for both men and women. Like in the recent instance of RD Republic Day, the contingent was led by a woman at Kartavya Path, and I was also a part of the RD flypast as I was the captain in the Tangel formation with the Dakota and Dornier. To the youth, I would say, be it men or women, if you want a quality of life, not just quality of life and job satisfaction, but the way of life that is with set discipline, wherein you have time for your job and for yourself, in a routine, for your physical standards. So this is the place to be, to not just have perks, but have a way of life with exposure to adventure, sports, and not just to your fixed professional tasks.
I'm Squadron Leader Saberi Mahapatra. I got commissioned in Indian Air Force in Transport Stream in 2015. I got experience of 1800 hours of flying in various aircraft like PC-7 Pilatus, then Dornier, Avros, and now I got opportunity to fly C-130, that is Hercules. During my childhood itself, I was fascinated about aeroplanes, and as I grew up, I felt I wanted to serve my country and make a difference. Air Force gave me this opportunity to both live my dreams and serve my country. We are groomed for difficult situations. We are trained to handle various kind of difficulties and situations. So it's a pattern which all of us go through. It makes us stronger, harder, and sharp to take decisions. In my present squadron C-130s, this platform has phenomenal capabilities. It is a combat platform. So we carry out missions like tactical airdrops, low-level flying, formations, then NVG flyings, and also we carry out HADR missions and search and rescue operations. I felt very proud and very privileged to get this opportunity to fly in the RD past. First the crew was chosen, thereafter training went through with my supervisors and my senior colleagues. Then we were given various sorties and hours to learn the formation flying and to learn it with another aircraft as well. And then we carried out that RD fly past. we get all these opportunities and higher platforms based on our professional competence, not based on our gender. Here we have various branches like flying branch, technical branch, administration branch. We have all women colleagues in all the other branches, and now almost in every system and aircraft women are operating. So there is no differentiation as such. This is not just a job, but it is a way of life. So when you join Air Force, you serve a nation, you get various kind of opportunities which we cannot even imagine. At the end of the day, the satisfaction which you have is phenomenal. So yes, those who wants to join, I would tell them that this is the best platform where they can come and they can explore their limits, their potential and everything.